Action the first time you realized na may gusto sa'yo si Mayor Boy Asistio?
That time, Tito Boy, honestly,
Yes.
hindi po ako sa nagyayabang, but at that time, madami naman po talagang nanliligaw nung time na yon. I really didn't know who he really was, but I knew he was Mayor Asistio. But, you know, I was young. I wasn't focused on, I was focused on Richard Gomez, I was focused on, my barkadas my age. Pero I never was, yung intentionally na, sino nga ba tong mayor na to?
Okay. You were not
Wala
interested.
akong ganon. Tito Boy, kasi nung time na yun naman talaga, bigla na lang may mga dumarating na regalo sa bahay, may mga nanliligaw, flowers, you meet them na lang.
Okay, pangatlong beses mo nang sinasabi yung mga nanliligaw, ang dami nila, sino-sino? Oo. No,
Oh my
only if
gosh.
you want. I mean, only if you can. Ayaw natin makasira ng mga relasyon, lalo
Wag
na ngayon.
na, opo.
Wag na.
Pero
Oo.
mga, syempre, may politicians, may actors, may regular na
At
businessmen.
uuwi ka sa bahay, meron ng mga regalo.
Yes, oo.
Ganun.
Yeah. Pero kay Boy ako nahulog.
How did it happen?
Persistence.
He was persistent.
Very.
How,
Very
how persistent
chivalry.
was jewelry?
Charming, alam mo na. And at that time, Tito Boy, honestly, alam ko, isa lang yung kasama niya. At wala na sila noon.
Again, say that.
At that time,
Nung nanliligaw siya sa'yo, ang alam mo,
wala na sila nung kasama niya. So, wala na siyang kasama.
Okay.
Not knowing after, meron pa pala.
oo.
Yeah, so, ganun po.
At noong nalaman mo na meron pa pala,
Pinanindigan ko na, Tito Boy.
pinanindigan mo, walang pagkakataon na I'm walking out.
Well, there are some, pag, minsan
Moments.
mauhuli mo, ayoko na! Pero,
Oo.
I never gave up
Did
on
you
him.
have a conversation with him?
Yes, Tito Boy.
How was that?
I had a conversation with Boy 2 weeks before he passed, not knowing he was gonna pass. And every January, I do a prayer fast wherein I stay in my room for a few days and I apologize to everyone I've wronged for that year, or to start the year right. I do that. And when I did that to him, I texted him. I said, I'm sorry for all the mistakes I've done to you. Ganyan. Sabi niya, ako nga itong maraming kasalanan sa'yo. Halika, baba ka dito sa kwarto. Because the time he was sick already. So when I went down to his room, that's when we started talking. We had a 2.5 hour talk that we never had for 29 years. And it was one of the most amazing moments that I will thank God for, because of the closure, the forgiveness, the laughter of all the things we did to each other, nung mga times nung times na hinuhuli ko siya dati, hindi siya umamin na rin. Alam mo yung ganun. Not knowing he was gonna pass. And I thank God for that day.
Ano yung mga bagay?
Lahat,
naalala
Tito
mo?
Boy.
Lahat.
Lahat.
Ilan sa mga lahat na ito
The kids.
ay?
Unang-una
The
yung kids.
Okay. What did you talk about the kids?
Huwag ko silang papabayaan. Not only my kids, his kids. Lahat sila. We're a family, Tito Boy. We may be an odd family, but we are a family. The kids of Boy, all 21 of them are intact until this day. And
21 outside of your 8 kids?
no, with
All
my
right.
8 kids, yes.
All right.
And yun.
Anong sinabi
we're
niya
a
tungkol sa
strong-
mga anak?
Huwag ko silang papabayaan. Kahit sa anong dumaan sa buhay namin, lumabang kami man ng magkakasama. And I'm very happy because the kids until this day, regardless kung sino-sino, kung ilan sila magkakasama, magkakapatid, iba-iba kami mga nanay, they still live with the word of their father.
Nads, humingi siya ng tawad.
Yes, Tito Boy.
Paano niya sinabi?
Kasi ako ang unang humingi ng tawad.
Dahil?
Because it was that's what I really do every January, and it just came naturally na biglang
Because of the prayer fast. Pero
Yes.
ano ang hinihingi mo ng tawad during that time?
lahat ng mali. Alam naman niya. Walang hindi alam si Boy, Tito Boy. Kaya kami nagtagal ng 29 years. Yun ang gusto ko maintindihan ng mga tao. Siguro yung ugaling Pilipino, Tito Boy, na meron tayong ugaling na ayaw natin na iisahan tayo. Etong storya ng buhay ko, Tito Boy, feeling siguro ng Pilipino na isahan ko sila by not telling my story. Tito Boy, it was stolen from me. My story, I realized this, I saw this clip from Selma Hayek, where she said that I own my mistakes. I own my own mistakes, Tito Boy. I've always owned my mistakes. But it is my story to tell. Nobody has the right to tell my story.
I caught that. I caught that
yes,
line.
you
Yes.
were there, Tito Boy. You were there when it all happened. And anyone who says that this person is vindicated for doing what she did to me 17 years ago, Tito Boy, is sick. Is sick. No one can ever be vindicated for ruining somebody's life just for a news. Tito Boy, I had 7 children at that time, and I had a husband who was sick. Did anyone even consider that, what I went through? To put my family where I am right now, where we are right now, we are whole. And I'm living with my head up high, with dignity, because Tito Boy, as soon as I started pleasing God and not man, I found the right road. I took that road.
We'll go there later. What made you fall for him?
His heart, Tito Boy. They can say na naging babaero siya, or call him all these nasty names kasi niligawan niyang bata, or what, or, you know, this is what's painful with this world. Hindi nila nakilala yung taong yon. And until this day, Tito Boy, for 7 years that he's been dead, every day I wake up, ang iniisip ko pa rin, ano kaya sasabihin ni Boy sa akin sa mga ganito sitwasyon? Kasi he would always be fair. He would always do everything na walang masasaktan, walang malalamangan.
And today when you woke up, you were about to do this interview. Sa palagay mo, ano kaya ang sasabihin ni Boy?
I'm so proud of you, Tart.
He was always proud of you.
Yeah, he was always proud of me. And I don't think there's ever gonna be another man like him.
Was there an instance na nagalit siya? May mga hindi siya nagustuhan?
Tito Boy, yun nga eh. 29 years, never nagalit yon. Never ako pinagalitan. Never ako minura. Never kami. Baka siya pa nasaktan ko. Pero siya never, Tito Boy. He never cursed me. He never called me names.
How was he as a father?
Oh, he's the greatest. I always said in all my interviews, kung siguro naghiwalay kami ni Boy naman, walang sasama sa akin sa mga anak ko. Kasi lahat daddy's girl at daddy's boy.
Okay. How was that? He was always present.
He was.
He was very, sabi mo nga, verbal with his kids.
If we could be there in all the graduations, on all the, he would.
Was he strict? Was he a disciplinarian?
No,
What
I
about
was
the
the bad
boys?
cop.
Halimbawa na nagpaparamdam sa mga
strict.
girls. In that sense.
Yeah, medyo, matagal bago kanya tignan sa mata. There was one instance, my daughter had a boyfriend, siguro 3 years bago niya tinignan sa mata.
Sino ito? I mean, one of the daughters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nagagalit siya.
Yeah, syempre, tatay pa rin.
Oo.
Tatay pa rin.
There was no tension between the kids and Boy.
Never. Never. They were always eager to come home, to run to his bed, in his arms. They were always, they were always eager for out-of-town trips or just even a simple trip to drive through.
There was no sense na hindi ka namin buo na amin.
No. They never took
Wow.
it against their father na may ibang family. Kasi, siguro if there's one thing na sinubukan ko talaga from the very beginning is mabuo nga, magkakilala-kilala.
And you raised your girls well.
Thank you, Tito Boy. I did my best. I
You
raised
did.
them.
Oo. Boy is
way
just eavesdropping on this conversation. Nadia, nakikinig lang sa ating pag-uusap. Kung may nais kang sabihin kay Mayor Boy, anong sasabihin mo sa kanya ngayon, at this point in your life?
Salamat. Salamat. Kasi I couldn't see myself, Tito Boy, with anyone else. And if salamat sa pagtanggap sa akin kahit may mga pagkakamali ako. Kasi, ang sagot naman niya sa akin, ilang beses mo rin ako pinatawad. So, blessed ako, Tito Boy, na siya naging partner ko. Sobra. Kasi, kung hindi siya mabuting tao, hindi siguro ganito mga anak ko o ako. Na, we have the heart to serve, we have the heart to love, to give, to share. It's all from Boy.